In this video, I'm gonna share with you exactly how to burn that stomach fat, that stubborn lower belly fat. Let's get into the video. What is going on, my friend? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian DaCosta of briandacosta.com. I'm on a mission to get you shredded for life and keep you shredded. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, dropping your first like, dropping your first comment, sticking around. And if you are a seasoned subscriber, thanks for giving me your trust and your time. How do you get rid of that stomach fat? How do you burn that stubborn lower belly fat? Well, I'm gonna be honest, this video has been a bit of a clickbait title. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna shy away from it. Here's the punchline and the conclusion, and you can jump off the video if this is all you need. It's not possible. It's not possible to target belly fat. Now, I'm gonna start with a bit of a story. When I got into my fitness journey, I found the weight room my senior year of high school. I was a skinny runner, I was a soccer player, and my goal was to basically gain muscle. Really, I wanted to get above 200 pounds. I wanted to look like I actually lifted, look like I was actually athletic, which I was at the time, but when I had a shirt on, it wasn't very apparent, we'll just say that much. And into my fitness journey, I gained weight. I gained muscle and fat, which is gaining weight. And although I do, and we're gonna tie to this, I do have some genetic favorability in my core. I have thick abdominal walls, thick abdominal muscles. I do think this is part because of my exercising since I was young, but also genetics. I got up to a high weight. Heaviest I've ever been is around 214 pounds, and currently sitting a bit under 190 right now as I'm preparing for a competition. But up at that 214 pound, I still was able to see my abdominals. Now, they weren't nearly as prominent as they are now, but I was still able to see them. So what am I getting at here? Our body is genetically predisposed to put on fat in certain areas. We put on fat in certain areas first, and in that same place, it's often the last place that we lose it. For men, it's often our stomachs, and for women, our lower belly, our abdominal wall in general, our lower backs for men and women, and also our thighs and our glutes. For myself personally, I can gain weight. So from this point right here where I am, I'm lean right now, around 6% body fat. If I were to gain 10 to 15 pounds from now, majority being fat and water, I would not notice much of a difference in my stomach, in my core, and that's an extreme blessing. However, something interesting would happen for me personally where I'd try on my pants 3 to 4 days later, and it would be much harder to get them on, to get them over my butt, to get them over my thighs. And why is that? Well, it's because my body is genetically predisposed to put fat on primarily, in addition to my lower back, my glutes and my thighs in general, my quads, my hamstrings first. And that's often the last place to lose it right now. And there's no surprise for me with this competition prep I'm undertaking. If you've been following along, it's been very hard for me, not very hard, but it's been a challenge to lean out my legs, which I'm not doing a men's physique show, which men's physique is where you wear board shorts and you're not really showing your legs, your upper legs at least. You're showing your calves. I don't have calves, I own it. It's fine. But the show that I'm doing is a natural bodybuilding show, specific on bodybuilding. And that means that I'm wearing like a skimpy, pretty much like stringer on, not like top stringer, but like almost like it's not quite a G-string, right? That really wouldn't be, that would expose a lot of things that we don't want to see. It's basically like it's like a thin underwear layer, like a European bathing suit, so to speak. I'm showing my legs. That's what I'm getting to. I'm showing my legs on the stage, and for that reason, they need to be lean. I need to show the judges, I need to show the audience there that I have dieted down to a sufficient level where I've leaned out my legs. So for you, the way to reduce your stomach fat and your belly fat is the same way as if you wanted to reduce fat on any other part of your body. That is the deeper conclusion here, and that's to eat in a caloric deficit and to do that over a mid to long period of time, 3 months plus. And the way that we do this is we use something called a calorie calculator, or there's many different equations we can use to calculate what the caloric level you personally should be taking in per day that will allow you to lose roughly 1 pound to 2 pounds of fat per week. And that can even equate to, 2 to 5 pounds of weight down per week. but regardless, it's going to be the same process regardless, okay? So for you watching this, looking to reduce your body fat percentage, but really that stomach fat, you're gonna be eating in a caloric deficit. That's number one. We lead with nutrition. Second thing is you're gonna be paying attention to your macronutrients, your protein intake, your carbohydrate intake, your fat intake. You're gonna take in roughly a gram of protein per pound of body weight that you have right now. Personally, I usually sit around 200 pounds, so I'm taking in usually 200 grams of protein. Carbs and fats will vary per person, but here's the punchline there. You don't cut out fat, you do not cut out carbs. You still need those for bodily function. You need fats for digestion, for healthy organs, for healthy hormonal levels, many different things. And then carbohydrates is our body's preferred source of energy. Our muscles' preferred source of energy during strenuous activity. Is very valuable for us when it comes to exercising. So we don't cut out those, but that is going to vary per person. So guys, brief video, but I hope you found it helpful. Wanted to dispel rumors here that you can spot reduce. It is not a possibility. And the vast majority of research shares that it is simply not the case. You cannot spot reduce. Unfortunately, you are genetically, based on the way that you were born, predisposed to lose fat in certain areas first and lose fat in certain areas last. And there's not much that you can do to change that. So please, I'm begging you right now, just accept that as a truth. We've got to work with these laws that are given to us as humans and as individuals and make the most and the best of it. So with that being said, we're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are new to the channel, again, please consider subscribing, dropping a like, dropping a comment. Perhaps you agree or disagree. And if you've been sticking around for a while, I love you. Thanks for sticking around, giving me your trust. And we're gonna continue on the videos because I'm about 3 weeks out from competition. Feeling the low energy, but regardless, we're trucking forward regardless because we hold true to our commitments and what our vision is for our life. See you in the next video.
Deeper ocean, I'm lost. Can't find a new emotion that's ever